Hello everyone, this is Kavfire here with another Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader playthrough playthrough I have. So when you see where we left off, we're in the last episode we actually got Cassia, who's actually right over here. Let's go talk to her real quick. She's our navigator. I don't think she leaves the party until like end of the game, I believe.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations. I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terra, and uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orselio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly? You will? That would be most appreciated, Lord Captain.
Oh, do apologize. I was checking something.
The Navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil. Besides, I am aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The Navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds. Lord Captain, you are overstepping the bounds of propriety. Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady. Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orselio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures. My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well. The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused, and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station. And you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence. And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not? Your words sound amazingly blasphemous. If a ruler's duty dictates the need for violence, would dispensing it not be their responsibility? I will contemplate your answer in solitude.
Yeah, okay. So personally, that's why I chose that answer, because I believe that a ruler should look after people. Yes, there are times when a ruler should actually be, use violence. I agree, but most of the time, happy workers are productive workers.
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete. The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world. You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain. As the only voice of our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
You are shrewd indeed. My ancestor charted that route while fleeing the enemies of humanity. They say the Emperor himself was his guide, because the warp expelled their vessel without a single loss. Unfortunately, the lips of those who relate this tale seep with disgusting green hubris. I think Kalain Orselio was simply a skilled navigator.
Oh, yes. The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly recently, a mere 208 years ago. Before that, our ancestors expanded the borders of humankind's dominion for the glory of the Emperor, blazing trails to different corners of the galaxy. Just as a rogue trader stands at the head of a protectorate, a Novator heads a navigator house. It is the Novator who decides where to look for alliances and which path their bloodline is destined to tread. As for our house, the transfer of power to a successor is currently underway. In the meantime, Great Regent Elronto Orselio is ensuring the stability of the house. So, says Regent Elronto. Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novator. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden. By all means, Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly
She's a
inexplicably.
sister battle, of course. I mean,
However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it. Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him. Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life. Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain? I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
okay. So before we continue on with the Act 1, we're going to take a little side detour. Now, this detour does actually only... You can only do this if you actually have the Veil of Shadows DLC. So that's why I'm going to... Okay. 1 second. And pull up the page. Okay. So, once again, this section is dedicated to... you need to actually have the Wind Character DLC to do this.
The premonition runs true.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh, never mind. This is not. Cause this, yeah, this is. Not the right one. I do apologize.
A new challenge for me?
Okay, this is the right place.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Who thought that was a good idea?
What is that?
Okay,
Follow my lead!
so now that we have that unlocked, yeah, and this is the area where you need to have Warriors of Deals, Warrior Shadows Deals.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Okay. So, I was
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
okay.
How may I serve the dynasty?
Here. Cassius,
Do you require an audience?
go here. And then
They say a little bit of humility never hurt anyone. I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step. We need to investigate.
Alright, so we now have unlocked is the Unquenchable Fury. Nice.
I
That's
won't
only
tolerate
one of
weakness.
2 items in this place. So it's Throne Blood, Weakness, Purity. So this item is basically not gonna
None
be
shall
useful
stand in my way.
until much later. now that we have that, we're into the bridge, and we're gonna go move on to the next area. Alright. So, we only have 2 real systems we need to visit. Here, the Police and Planetord, and Raka Magnars. We're gonna go here, because if we actually do not go here next, we do not get the increase to our profit record.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance. Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color. One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you. Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Well, which is good.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior in your question just now insulting. No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Yeah, and he's someone who's familiar.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself. Lord Captain? many colorful sparks are flaring to life and dimming all around you. It is a veritable ocean of emotions. There are so many of them that I can barely see the pure white sincerity of your words. Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So, why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here? At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls, and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing. Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna try to romance her. She's one of the... I think she's like one of the earliest... Yeah, she's one of the only female... Alright. She's the earliest, male... Okay. Someone's wanting my attention. This argument would be so much better if they had voice acting for it. Voice acting. But I understand they couldn't act if they had every little thing voice acting. The game file would be like 200 gigs. Okay. Don't this is...
A new challenge for me?
Yeah, this is where we get it.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Relax, old man. Going for a stroll on the lower decks every once in a while is good for you. Lets you see how the simple folk live.
Yes. But yeah, keep in mind that these are conditions that all like hive cities and whatnot have to deal with.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Okay.
It's about time.
Unless there's... I don't think there's actually loot down here.
Victory awaits!
Alright. There's that. Ooh, we are level... We actually leveled up. Nice. So, we will begin the leveling up process with Judge Red. Alright, for Judge Red, he is going to get Ballistic Skill because he has already maxed out Agility. And he's going to get Lawful Intervention. What this does is allows him to make opportunity attacks with a ranged weapon instead of a melee weapon. He can also parry incoming attacks with a ranged weapon to calculate the chance he uses his Ballistic Skill, which we just upgraded. And that's going to be it for him. Next up is Abelard. Alright, for Abelard, he's going to get more toughness. And he's also going to get Dueling Master, which gives him a flat plus 15 bonus to parry. And that's going to be it for him. Next up is Adira. Alright, Adira is going to get Sensory Deprivation. The target makes a willpower resistance test. If it succeeds, the target is merely blinded until the start of the second's next turn. If the target fails the test, they become blinded and suffer a additional -5 penalty, and the penalty is 1 plus the psi rating times 5 to all characteristics reduced by blindness, and must make a willpower resistance test at the end of each turn. The first successful success makes them just blinded. The second success removes the blinded effect. That's actually pretty nice. As for the other ability, they get a plus 10 to warp, which is going to be great. She's going to be our specialist in warp. And that's it for her. Next up is Argenta. Alright, for Argenta, she's going to get plus 5 to agility since she can't increase ballistic skill. And she's going to get stronger together. All allies, excluding Xenos, so aliens, in the current party gain plus 5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for humanity's finest. Which is good. And next up is Cassandra, and that's going to be it for the levels. Alright, for Cassandra, she's going to get, for her first ability, Waking Nightmare, which is a massive OP debuff that she can do at level 7. That's really nice. All enemies within the area, which is a massive area by the way, receive a negative 22 penalty to the will, power, and toughness until the end of combat. It has a 1-round cooldown, which is massive. And she will also get Strange Vitality. The Navigator heals 6 wounds, or their willpower modifier, at the beginning of each round, each turn, and gains plus 1 additional wound for every Navigator talent taken. The healing is increased by +1 for every creature killed in between the Navigator's turns. Which is so. Not only is she going to become gonna get a massive debuff, but she's also going to be able to heal herself every single turn, which is massive. This is why she's the most OP character. Alright, that's it for levels. We'll continue on with the story. Alright, we're going to continue going to the prison planet, unless... yeah, nothing. So we all the party members. I would have thought they would have given us a Thunderhawk. Or something similar. Or is that a Space Marine only vehicle?
The Whispers told me a secret.
Yeah, it is pure heresy. You were supposed to give to the whole of the Imperium of Man. Each planet in the Imperium actually has a tithe place on it, which is basically, could be resources, could be, people, so on and so forth. One of the reasons why a good example of Krieg, why it turned out the way it is currently in the lore, is because the governorship of Krieg wanted to forget the tide at all. And that led to a massive, decades-long civil war that ended up turning Krieg from a lush, thriving world into a death world where everyone has to live underground. And because of that civil war, Krieg is actually, as far as I'm aware, the only planet that has the highest level tide on it. Basically everyone is dedicated to becoming a Krieg's Guardian. Now, a unique thing about the Krieg's Guardian, is that they actually don't have officer academies. So, in a typical military, most of the officers come from officer academies, where they spend however long, I think it's 3 or 4 years, at an officer academy in, say, like West Point, good example. And they spend time learning about commanding troops. They go through some physical fitness and whatnot. Most of it's just like learning. Krieg does not have that. Every single one of their officers has basically risen from the bottom up. To use an old term, it's called from the ranks. Basically, in like Napoleon Wars, it's like a lowly, say, sergeant gets promoted to become an officer. That's where they, from the ranks. And because of that, the Krieg's officers are actually really well, and probably some of the best commanders, and they know how to command their troops well because they were actually in those boots. So, yeah, okay, so...
Excellence matters.
Nice. Oh, by the way, we're almost level 8. How much do we need? Yeah, we need under 200 experience.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Cass, tell me, what do you see when you look at me?
Usually a colorful pandemonium, but now your colors have faded. Are you afraid of me, Idira? Or of what I might see in you?
Never doubt me. Join me in prayer.
She's the best one equipped for demolition training.
The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
I'll lay claim to the stars. Take a knee and bow before me.
Spare none of them!
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Let's give...
Anything
Avalar
else?
the buff. And let's see if we can get some money.
Will do. Very well.
And... This is a... So, I already messed with my abilities.
Stop mocking me.
That's an excellent use of dash.
Nothing of value has been lost.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Alright, so... no one here.
If I may, as duty demands.
See, that's her ability.
Out of my way!
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Was be gone.
It's nothing.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. Not a problem for me. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Yeah, that nimble person needs to go down.
Indeed. It will be done.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Step aside. The navigator is coming. I I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I know what is to come.
Help me, Lord Captain!
Let's get to it.
You don't frighten me!
Yeah, that guy needs to... Don't worry, I got the grenade guy.
Already done.
My faith shields me. As the Emperor commands, I act.
My place is at the fore. I will do my duty.
Now he's trapped.
It will be done. One fewer target.
What is this foreboding?
Such is the will of chaos.
I shall not fear. You didn't stand a chance. A new challenge for me.
Always add to cargo. Because these are like not even worth it. All of that's cargo. Force grenade can be useful. Chainmail. Let's see, cargo. No, that actually is an upgrade for Dredge. Because Dredge is still using the flat piece of armor. So there's the flat. His dodge just went up to 63. That's not bad.
Follow my lead.
Abelard, I've been meaning to ask. How are you keeping it together so well? Don't you ever feel awful without her?
Enough, Tlas. We have a duty to the new rogue trader. You would do well to focus on that. If you keep your mind busy, you will have less opportunity to fill it with awful things.
Okay, so that was why. So yeah, she's not supposed to be in the front. Avalanche is supposed to be in the front. Return to his middle. And we'll take... So, Caster's in the back. So should we have this, this, diamond formation going on?
None shall stand in my way.
Over.
We are so close. We're at 95.
Victory awaits. I rise to the occasion.
Okay. No, he's not treating them like actual freaking prisoners. They're heretics. So they have to be executed on the spot. Even if they played, they are still heretics.
Done. I'll lay claim to the stars. Halt! I noticed something.
Okay, so we have another medical bag, a glass-colored grenade, and a diviner staff. That screams. That Kate screamed Abelard, because he's the only one who actually has the, not the brochure. because he's the only one who actually has Endure. Does my character actually have a cape? No. She's actually the only one who actually has that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give that to Magenta. Tactical goggles I'm gonna give myself. This is what is okay, so this is gonna this Queen to Abelard as well because he needs toughness because he's actually a tank character. Oh, technically he's a tank slash DPS character.
I won't tolerate weakness.
So yeah, this was right where we were. Oh yeah, I didn't have to check the map.
I did fine.
Actually, I'm not putting the always have to cargo list.
A new challenge for me?
Alright, so before we get this, because there's a fight coming up, we're gonna give some of our characters some ability shooting. I'm assuming I can't. No, I can't. Archer can. Here I can. Give you an extra one. Okay, so that's force grenade. Frag grenade. I'm gonna give you a frag grenade, and I'm gonna give myself a frag grenade. Cause you know, you never know.
It's about time. Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Crush them.
I'll be up here. Caster shall be up here. Where is Grinta? Or Grinta's gonna be in the middle. Nice. So can do
Victory is imminent.
indoor.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
Yeah, they're two.
I'll do it.
The two. Spread out right now.
Death to the weak. Death to non-believers.
My tactics are flawless. Suits my purposes. None shall survive.
Nice. I get myself for a slaughter because I can. I might have to use
Me?
that.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And then
Isn't
do
this a
that.
job for the another foe painted black?
Alright, nice. So she worked that
I
most
serve the
good.
ruinous powers. I've suffered worse.
By the way, because actually you can use temp, his,
Cover me!
temp power, that's he's using endurance, so that's actually assuming nope. Nice. He's also going to give lightness. Yes. So now he's actually blinded and he actually gets a -30 to ballistic and weapon skill, a -30 to dodge and parry. That's massive.
It will be done. Indeed. Chaos guides me.
Oh, he barely hit.
Momentum.
Nothing I can't do.
I can't really do anything.
Emperor, give me strength. I'm not accustomed. Try to die with grace, at least.
Okay.
Endure.
They who discern the future own the battlefield. But of course.
Nice. Oh, that's right. 'Cause they have these things around the battlefield.
Anything else?
Victory is imminent.
Doubt is for the weak.
Chaos guides me.
Nothing.
Forge ahead! I don't have time for this. I'll pass.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Me? This your captain? Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I am your doom.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Here we go.
Give her.
Will do.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
As the Emperor commands, I act. From the ashes I will rise.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. Not a problem for me. Nothing of value has been lost.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'll paint your death in colors.
Let's see how they respond to this.
Yeah. Destroy the. Yeah, we have to.
All
destroy
too
these.
easy.
If I may.
Stop it! I know what is to come. Anything else?
It will be done.
Truth without deeds is worthless. Ministration is a holy task.
Already done.
There's one more right there.
That is foolishness.
Didn't take any damage.
Indeed. At your beck and call.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Suits my purposes.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. If only that were possible.
High momentum.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
It will be done. I will do my duty.
Guided by faith! I'll do it.
My tactics are flawless.
Assuming
Nothing I can't do.
Rookies!
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
alright.
Out of my way.
Yeah, I should have actually waited to actually hit him.
What is this foreboding? On it. I had wrought your downfall.
Indeed. For von Valentius! It will be done. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call, reduced to dust.
And now he said that. Alright. Okay. So that's that. I think that's the end of... Yeah, that can... Yeah, I'll keep the... I'll keep the noble sword, but, that can go there. Oh yeah, there's the, gap.
Victory awaits!
I think, yeah, he had a last gun. Anything else?
Follow my lead!
Duty prevails.
Right.
I rise to the occasion. None shall stand in my way.
And then I will do... Yep, I will do the level ups. After this, after we get low done. And we'll be done. Okay. Mescaneer. Ooh, yes. No, I'm gonna give Cassie that. That's right. Give him Master Ordnance. Give her Shield Master. Yeah, let's have to give that to her. We're not actually set up to do we're not doing force combat for a while. Let's actually do level up, and then we'll I'll end this episode. Alright, for Judge Dredd, he's gonna get second skin. The soldier's medium armor does not reduce dodge penalties. So it doesn't. So when I'm wearing medium armor, he does not incur a dodge penalty, which is great. Because you only want to wear heavy armor if you're a tank. We're also gonna get plus 10 demolitions. And that would make him higher than Argenta. Alright, that's it for him. Moving on to Abelard. Alright, Abelard is going to take Course, which actually affects his ability to deal with negative effects, such as poisons, simulations, and whatnot. And he's the highest one. He's also going to take Defensive Stance. If the warrior has to attack this turn, they gain a plus 22 bonus to their armor, and that bonus is applied to 10 plus times 2 toughness bonus. And that's all for Abelard. Next up is Adira. Alright, for Adira, she's gonna, first up, she's gonna take Psychonic Barrage. Whenever the Psyker uses a damaging psychic power on targets that are 6 cells or further away from the Psyker, the targets suffer an additional 3 damage, which is part of the Bliss skill. And then she's also going to take Pain Channeling. Whenever the Psyker kills an enemy with Psychonic power, dealing more damage than target's wounds, the XF damage will be dealt to the target. Dealt to the enemy closest to the target. So basically, if she does more wounds than an enemy has left, right, and she kills it, whoever's closest, I don't know what the range is on that, gets dealt the extra damage, which is actually pretty good. Make sure that the extra damage doesn't go to waste. Alright, next up is Argenta. Alright, so Argenta will be taking Camarade. I believe I'm pronouncing it wrong. For each adjacent ally, the soldier deals plus 10 damage to enemies. Now that can actually be a downside, because there are some enemies that do burst damage, and having 2 allies right next to each other can actually lead to losing the fight. She's also going to take 10 more demolition, which is she's going to be tied with Dread. Up next is Cassia. Alright, for Cassia's next level, we're going to give her Pass and Scathe. If the Navigator's Perception is higher than their agility, which in this case is actually it is, their dodge is calculated using their perception instead. By the way, her perception is currently 55, instead of her agility is 35. So she gained an extra, 2. Which is, every little bit helps. And she's also going to gain more persuasion. And that is it for her the level ups. And yeah, that's gonna be it at the end of this video, folks. I hope you all have a lovely day. This is Kavfire signing off. I hope, please feel free to like and subscribe. Peace out.